Disclaimer: the insights and opinions shared on this show are for educational and entertainment purposes only. Before making any financial decisions, we recommend consulting with a qualified professional to better understand your unique financial situation. Welcome to the Investors Playbook Show, where our mission is clear: empowerment through financial education. We firmly believe that financial freedom isn't a privilege, it's a right that's available to everybody. Each week, we dive deep into the world of finances, breaking down complex topics and making them accessible and actionable for everyone. As we grow this community, we invite you to join us on this journey. Why tune in? Because together, we're not just learning about wealth, we're building a movement, reshaping futures, and proving that with the right knowledge, financial success is within everyone's reach. It's time to get off the sidelines. Let's go. Welcome to Investors Playbook, episode 21. I am Deshaun Edwards.
And I'm Cornell Rowling. And guess what? Today, we have an announcement for you. So later tonight, we have our first virtual workshop. And this workshop is going to be on automation. It's going to be at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So make sure y'all tune in. If y'all want to get the link, just shoot us a message on Instagram, or you can go to Eventbrite, type in Investors Playbook, and sign up through there.
There you go. Also, it is free of charge. It's just we are enjoying giving out information similar to what we do with our YouTube. We just want people to show up and get this free knowledge. Automation can literally change your life when it comes to investing. Like we preach paying yourself first, and that's a big problem with people because they take the money that they get in their paycheck and they spend money and then they save the rest. We think the opposite should be done. Save your money. If there's something left over, cool. Maybe save more. But if there's something left over and you want something cool, you can spend it on that. But the automation takes out the question of even like deciding on whether or not there's more left over or what you're gonna do with what's left over because you automatically paid yourself, and from what you have left, you can do what you want. So you have to feel less guilty, and you're growing your funds. You're growing. You're investing. You're saving your money. So, yeah, come learn about automation this evening.
And when it's automated, you're no longer stopping yourself from saving or investing. It's automatic. You're not thinking about it. It's like a bill. It just comes out. So it's actually more important than your bill. So you should treat it as such. But yeah,
Right.
tonight at 7 EST, 4 o'clock PST. All right. So today, what we're talking about is huge news because Apple has been the leader in the stock market for so long. But now there's a new reigning champ in the stock market, and it's Microsoft. And Microsoft is something that I am huge on. I love Microsoft. I've loved their products for so long. I just stopped using Windows, to be honest, when it comes to my to my laptop. Yeah. I now have a MacBook. But I still have a huge love for Microsoft. I use a lot of their products. I use their Xbox. A lot of people use LinkedIn. So, I feel like this was bound to happen, to be honest, especially because, with Apple and their lack of innovation. But we're about to get into all of that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think. Oh, go ahead.
Nah, go ahead, bro.
I was just gonna say, like, that is one of the things that made Microsoft kind of. It was always kind of like a close second when it came to Apple and Microsoft, but Microsoft, they have so many different ways to make money, right? They have their staple, which is their Microsoft suite, their Word, their Excel, their Microsoft, what is it called? Note, I think. But it's a bunch of different platforms a bunch of different ways you can utilize Microsoft on just a computer. And I mean, you can even have Microsoft devices, Microsoft apps on a MacBook. I have Microsoft Word on my MacBook. So even though I do have a MacBook, I'm still using Microsoft products. You know what I mean? So yeah, they're literally everywhere. You mentioned Xbox. I'm a huge gamer. Um, Yeah, come see me in Call of Duty. I'm just playing.
I'm about to
I'm
say,
not a huge gamer.
boy, you
Just
trash.
yeah,
So, of course, I like to just run. As Deshaun said, Microsoft has a lot of ways to create income and revenue. So, I just kind of want to go through some of these ways. I know they have the productivity and business processes. So with this is like as Ashawn mentioned, the Microsoft Word, the Microsoft PowerPoint. They make money off of these products. Also, the SharePoint and Teams. So a lot of businesses, including my own, even though it's a nonprofit, utilize SharePoint and Teams. So this is a big way for Microsoft to get a lot of its revenue. Also, they have its cloud space, and now with AI, uh, is more efficient, and the capabilities through the cloud have increased.
yeah. I think that was again like I think that was the big like bump that Microsoft got last year. So many people jumped on Chat GPT in a year's time. I think it was like one of the highest downloaded app. I'm not even gonna say that because I don't know how true it is, but I remember seeing that when ChatGPT became in existence, like from like maybe January to like June or July, like 500 million downloads, something crazy.
Yeah.
And Microsoft is backing ChatGPT, right? ChatGPT is now being integrated into their cloud platform. So Azure is getting like a lot of its information or a lot of its structure, a lot of its, you know, I guess learning capability from ChatGPT, which people use like every day. And like you said as well, that combined with Apple's lack of innovation, and we all know, like if you have an Apple or a iPhone, like you can have the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 14, and it ain't gonna look too much different. You know what I mean? It might be a couple of capabilities, like the camera might be a little bit better, but over the past, like say 6 years,
In the
the
same.
iPhone, the iPhone's kind of been looking the same a little bit. So yeah, Microsoft just took that route of utilizing what was hip at the moment, and not even just that it was hip, but that it was a technology that was literally changing the way we do business, and leveraging that. That was a huge game changer for Microsoft for sure. So
Yeah,
yeah,
you're right, man. And the thing about the iPhone for me, why I still love it, and it's hard for me to, even though I know that there are better products out there, it's the simplicity of it. For
mhm,
one, it's like the Androids, they just have a lot going on.
they do.
They have a lot going on. They're all different. It's like, but iPhones is unified. Like even with the iMessage, it just you can't beat that, man. Even if you don't have your iPhone, if you're on the way it connects to the MacBook and everything, if you have the iPad with your Apple Watch, like everything's unified.
It's
You
very
see what I'm saying?
integrated, right? All the
It's
technologies are
integrated.
integrated. Yeah.
If I put something on my calendar on my iPhone, it appears on my MacBook. I don't have to be like, oh, let me go find my phone. Even though I'm working on something on my MacBook, everything's here. My text messages come here. It's
Mm,
just it's simple.
yeah, it's very true. Some people, and that's why a lot of people fell in love with the iPhone, right? The simplicity of it, um, and the ability to integrate everything into one. It started, I remember when you had like iTunes. You
Yeah.
can listen to your music on your iPod and then go to your computer and listen to the same music on your computer. Um, and Yeah, and I think this is even before they used to like put music on iPhones, I guess, because that's kind of what happened with iTunes, or at least iPods. It went away because you was able to just put music on the phone. But the integration from even just that, like the music component of having your music here, going to your computer, and the same music exists on both devices, and they just took that to a whole nother level. Like you said, calendars, contacts. Now it's on your wrist, right? Like I can listen to music on my phone. I can take a call on my phone and say, "Oh, never mind. Let me pick up." I mean, a call on my watch and say, "Never mind. Let me pick up my phone," and say, "Never mind. Let me answer on my computer." And all of it same integrated contacts on my computer or on my phone or on my watch. Um,
FaceTime
yeah,
is just
yeah, all that.
everything. Yeah.
it It really changed the game. And it didn't need to be a use this and be creative with it. It was this is what it looks like. I mean, there are ways to, I guess, manipulate your iPhone, but for the most part, unless you like go searching for those ways, your iPhone home screen is going to look like my iPhone home screen is going to look like your iPhone home screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that was one of the things that they love. But now, again, that's also becoming a bit of his downfall because it's kind of becoming redundant a bit. You know what I mean?
Not becoming. It's been redundant, man.
Yeah,
This is
it's redundant.
it's the same phone,
It's
and we
redundant.
know it. They got to start innovating, and with any business, like if you're not innovating and evolving, you're gonna get left behind. So hopefully, I hope to see this Vision. Is it called Vision Pro or Vision
Vision Pro, and that's like, is it? It's not virtual reality. It's like augmented reality, right?
augmented reality?
Yeah,
So it's
augmented.
basically these goggles, and as we were talking about on the previous episode, man, is basically you can it's basically gamifying life, man. To be
Literally gamifying life. And man, when I saw like the actual clip of that video, it's like if it gets too close to a person, the vision goes away and you can see like regular life because it knows that you're talking to a human. And then when you
Mhm.
step back, it goes back to like being gamified life. And
Crazy.
man, yeah, it's
So,
wild.
so I'm hoping that this changes the game a little bit, but yeah, I don't feel like this is enough to do it. They're gonna have to do more with the iPhones, especially with that being their greatest way to generate revenue.
Especially because of that price tag, bro. Isn't it like $4,000 or something for
What?
for
The Vision
the
Pro?
Vision for the Vision Pro?
I'm actually not showing the price, so I don't want to speak on it. I'm not sure. But I know the iPhone is still $1,000, which is I feel like at this point is pretty normal for a phone. And the way they allow you to pay for it, they break it down into 2 years. I feel like it's is not really much of a burden. But before we because we are gonna get into Apple, I just want to finish talking about how Microsoft makes its income. So the last thing we said was the intelligent cloud. Next is the personal computing. So this is like the Windows operating system, what I used to use. I still love. I just like the MacBook better because it's integrated with my Apple products. Also, the Surface devices, Xbox gaming platform. Next
Mm-hmm.
is the gaming. So with the Xbox, you basically GameStop is obsolete. So now people are making all these microtransactions within the system.
Yep.
So your kids, they're on Roblox. They're making all these transactions, getting their Roblox.
Robux, Robobucks. How? What do you call it?
It's
Roblox bucks.
Robux. It's either Roblox
Robux.
or Robux. It's something like that, man. The kids go crazy over this stuff though. Like for
Yeah.
Christmas, they'd be like, "Mom, I want 50,000 Roblox." It's like that, yeah, man. It's wild, but yeah, transactions have changed the game because it's no cost. There's no
Yeah.
cost to the person that's selling them. You're just giving people unlocks inside of a game that's already been created. Like
Yeah.
yes, they can continue to update the game, giving it more like more capabilities, more skins, more access in the game, but they have to buy these microtransactions in order to get access to that.
Hmm. And the way they do it is the games are free, right? Roblox is a free game.
It
So
is.
you're thinking, I paid nothing for this, and all I gotta do is pay $4 or $5, and I can get 2,000 Roblox or
It's
Roblox,
I think it's Robux or something like that,
Robux.
man.
But that's the thing, like you get a free game and you have to pay like what seemed like you said microtransactions. You're not paying $70 for a game anymore and never spending money again. You're paying $0 for a game, playing the game, realizing everyone else is this far ahead of you, and in order to catch up, you have to spend money. And that's where they start making the cash. Like that's when it
Yeah,
starts to, and that is a genius
it
invention by,
is.
I mean, I don't know if Microsoft came up with the idea of microtransactions, but they're definitely leveraging it on a lot of their games, like big games like on the Xbox, right? Huge
Yeah.
games that people play. Overwatch is a huge one, completely free. You
Yeah.
don't have to spend any money if you don't want to. But people tend to spend money because they want to unlock a new character or like a new skin or something like that, you know?
You know what it
It's always
is?
something.
What it is you're in a game, you're playing with other people, and they got all these cool things going on with them. You're like, man,
That's
I'm
what
this
I'm saying.
basic character, and I gotta spit, I gotta get this, and then they come out with like they come out with a new thing probably like every month.
Oh yeah,
It's
bro. And
genius, man.
there's no way to really catch up unless you just sit down because they have like if you just play enough games, you can unlock this one chest, and they'll
Yeah,
show you what's going to be in every single chest, all the way up to like level 100. Like it's going to take you that long. You really want to wait that long, or you can unlock it if you spend 10,000 Overwatch coins. I don't know what they're called, but you know what
yeah,
I mean. And it's like, dang, do I really want to play that long, or do I want to just spend some money and get this weapon, which is going, maybe give me the advantage in a game or a match, and now I could be. I don't know, bro. It's
yeah.
it's
So
genius. It's
it
genius, bro.
is, man. So
It's genius.
they're definitely racking up on that. Yeah.
Hmm.
Also, they have LinkedIn. I actually just found this out today. I did not know Microsoft owned LinkedIn.
Yeah,
So
know
this
that
is
either.
another. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, this is another way that they bring in income and also advertising. They advertise through Bing ads and also Microsoft advertising. So this is another way that they generate revenue. And then for the
Mm-hmm.
last one that I have here is devices in Windows. So this is like Surface devices and Windows licensing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Tons of ways. Tons of ways. Licensing, cloud computing, and they have gaming, they have business, and then when you're talking about Microsoft, like the business software side of it, when you think about a normal, I won't say normal, but when you think about like I guess a typical business, they don't have a bunch of MacBooks. Typically, they have a bunch of Windows computers, but like most teachers do not just have MacBooks, right? Like that's
I
not the
haven't
computer we're working on.
I haven't seen it. It's all Windows at my
You
school.
feel me? And same with my job. We're working with Windows, and all of that is Microsoft. You feel me? Yeah. So they that is like one of their biggest. I mean, all these things really they make money in all of them. But yeah, with Microsoft surpassing Apple, yeah, it came from a combination of Apple being stale and then Apple creating an invention that people were like, I don't know. It doesn't look. It looks cool, but is this going to be one of those yeah, everyone come to the metaverse and then no one comes to the metaverse kind of thing. You know what I mean? And I looked it up, bro. The cheapest one is $34.99. That's the
Yeah.
base. Says
So
the next highest level is $38.99. And you know, with tax, that's already like bro, that's $4,500. You feel me? So people are going to be spending buku money on these devices that in essence, I don't know if
oh,
they're just like for gaming or if it's like for business or I don't know.
and
Or is
my
it just
thing is on with that price tag, like what is the target market? Because a lot of people don't have $4,000 to spend on some goggles, on some virtual reality
the
goggles.
target market? I feel like the target market is people who don't have it but want it and are going to put it on a credit card or something, honestly. Like
That
the
is
target
wild.
market are people who want to have the next coolest thing. That's what the target market is. Because
That's
people
wild
will go into debt for something
for
that
some.
just came out just because they want to have it, bro. Like I feel like the target market are just people who want to look cool. I don't think it's a money demographic with it when it comes to that, man. It might be, but I imagine a lot of people putting this on a credit card and paying it off over time.
And you
Because
know
it's
what I found out? A lot of
not
people don't
necessary.
even have that type of credit card limit.
$3,400, really?
Yeah,
Mm,
it's not
yeah,
a normal credit card limit. It's not.
yeah.
Like when I talk to people, their credit card limit is like 2,000, like 2,500, 3,000. You get what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah. But in the world of stocks and understanding market cap, Microsoft passing Apple is huge because Apple was again top dog for years, right? Like nobody could touch it. Um, I think this is a big wake up call for Apple, and also it is showing that Microsoft, whatever they're doing, is working. You know, and like you mentioned earlier in the show, not that Apple is a failing company, like not even close, right? Um, but it's just like, okay, let's think about the things we're doing, because again, it didn't surpass it by all that much. Like the market cap, I think for Apple is 2,981,000,000,000, and then Microsoft is 2,983,000,000,000. So it's not it's it's not by that much. It just like it passed it just by a little bit, but still passed it. But yeah, that doesn't mean that Apple is failing or anything like that. They're both still continuing to go up. Microsoft just went up a little bit faster in the last quarter of last year, and that's why it came out on top. What was it last week? Last Thursday, January 11th, when they
Yes,
actually passed it.
it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Mm.
So I had to fact check myself with the credit card limit. So I was actually wrong. In millennials, the average millennials credit card limit is $24,000.
24,000.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's because there's a there's a there are people with a large, like a really large, maybe like six-figure credit card limit, and it kind of saturates it. But I know a lot of people. I've met somebody with a $500 credit card limit. So
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying? So but yeah, this
I think
says
that's true for millennials. Maybe I feel like people like our age do have more than 10,000, even more than 20,000. And then are they like combining credit cards? Like, say I have four credit cards, each of them have a $5,000 limit. Does that mean that my credit card limit is
mm,
$20,000, or are they just saying if like one credit card limit is 5,000 and that's the only one? You know what I mean? Like
it's
how?
probably talking about all of them. That makes sense.
Yeah, if it's all of
Yeah.
them, then it definitely makes sense. But you're
Okay.
right. To have a $25,000 limit, yeah, that's like good credit score,
That's what
which
I'm
is a
thinking.
combination of a lot of things, right?
That's
Yeah,
what
but
I'm
if you're
thinking.
adding the credit card limits together, then you can pull that off.
Yeah, because
Relative.
I have credit cards that are not. So it must be combined. I'm thinking,
Mhm.
but yeah, who knows? It doesn't say it explicitly right here. So let's get into what how Apple makes its products. Of course, I mean not its products, its revenue. So of
Mhm.
course it has this staple product, the iPhone, which
Mhm.
a lot of people have grown to love. I know when I see like the green text bubble, I hate to say it, but I'm one of those people like I'm judging you. I'm judging you. It's like,
It's hard for me to
ugh,
be judgy because I used to be an Android user, bro, and
you
people
are.
used to come for me and like, "Why, oh my God, you got an Android?" I'm like, "Ugh, just
It's the whole thing.
another bougie Apple user, bro. Like for what?
And now you a bougie Apple user.
I'm not bougie though. I embrace the green bubble. Okay, it's okay.
Bruh, I just be like, why? For what? Why is
I
that?
embrace the green bubble, bro. It's cool. I mean, it's not cool, but it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It
It
just
makes
messes up.
things
It messes up
difficult,
group
man.
text, bro. It messes up group text. I don't like that.
It
Like the
does.
emojis don't really work like that. I mean, not the
Bro,
emojis, but the reactions.
let me tell you about this story that happened to me last year, man. So
Yeah.
we were all right, so we had a librarian. I loved her. Her name was Miss Brown, right? So we were supposed to make a video, send it to somebody to put something together for her for us to watch a video of everybody's congratulating her on retirement. Yeah. So basically I made the video. I sent it to someone that had an Android. And they put my video on the thing, right?
And it was like, meow, meow, meow.
It looked crazy, man. And they played this in front of the staff meeting, bro. And then everybody's like, well, this man got an iPhone too. Like, everybody...
And you're like, yeah, I did this video. Y'all watch.
And then it was, bro, it's going through all the videos, and then it gets to mine, and mine looks crazy. Everybody's laughing at me.
Oh, it was like multiple people adding videos together.
Yes, bro. Everybody had this video, and then mine came up, and everybody just starts laughing at me, bro, because my video.
Why doesn't Android know how to receive a video, bro? I don't get
That
it.
is crazy, man.
I don't get what it does. It
And
just
everybody looking at me like I got the Android, and I'm like, no, I sent it to them. I'm sitting here trying to
dang.
explain, and people don't like to listen when you don't embarrass yourself. They go
Nah,
like,
they just gonna
you.
laugh at you, bro. The more you trying to explain, the more they gonna laugh. It doesn't work, bro.
Man, that's
Oh man.
crazy. Man, that made me mad, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, they
Like,
definitely don't play nice with each other. That's for sure.
yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
they do not play nice with each other.
So yeah, they got the iPhone, they got the services with the App Store. I wanted to get into that also, but they got the Apple Music. A lot of people have subscription to Apple Music. I don't personally, but a
Mhm.
lot of people do. I personally like Spotify because I can bring it up anywhere.
You know what I listen to music on, bro? YouTube. That's my favorite music listening platform. I like watching videos. I like watching YouTube videos, bro. People don't watch music videos no more, man. We should get back to watching music videos. I'm gonna just say that. All right, continue. Go ahead.
So they
Boy, you a
got
hater, man.
they got the Apple TV. How much is YouTube?
I think it's like $12 or something. Same price as everything. It's no more than 15.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
A little more because you're
I
doing
think
it.
it's between 10 and 12. I think it might be 10.99 or something for YouTube Premium. Yeah.
Yeah.
No ads, bro. No ads.
No ads. Yep. Yep.
No ads. YouTube Premium. No ads. No, just playing. So hopefully YouTube.
At-
This is going on YouTube, man. Come on, man.
oh,
YouTube, check
you're
us out,
right.
bro.
You're right. You're right, man. All right, so Apple TV Plus, they got the Apple Arcade and iCloud. Ooh, and you got to pay for the iCloud because, bro, my phone was saying that I needed to clear my storage for like 2 years, and it.
Yeah, and that's what they do. That's the microtransactions for you. They're like, you look like you need some more space. Don't you
Yep,
want to increase your space by this much? And
and
then
it
it's
was
like,
saying,
okay, I could delete stuff that I know I don't need, which will take hours, or I could just buy some more space, and then I don't got to worry about it. And
man,
yeah, I got a couple of gigs on iCloud that I didn't feel like deleting anything, so I was like, just put it on there.
you have to, bro, because every time you take a picture, every time you make a video, it's like, oh, you need more space. You need more space. Yeah,
Hmm.
you got to, man, because it's annoying. All right,
Yeah.
so they got the MacBook Pro, iMac, and Mac accessories. Of course, they got the iPad Pro. So basically, they got a lot of accessories with Apple. They got the Apple Watch, the AirPods. Uh, I could never get into buying AirPods, honestly. I can't get myself to pay $300 for some
I
AirPods.
love my AirPods. I feel like that's the only reason why I finished the marathon. I had some headphones, and
Really?
hear me out. I had some headphones, and they went over my ear. It wasn't like Beats or nothing. It was just some headphones that went over my ears.
Yeah.
And as I would run, I would like sweat, and I don't know if like the sweat got into the like the speaker on the headphone, but it would just start skipping. And when you're in the zone, what you do not want is for
It's
a song to
music
come on
skip.
that you don't like, or for a song to start skipping. It throws everything up, bro. So I just kept getting pissed off with these headphones. And I remember I bought it maybe like 2 weeks before, maybe might have even been like a week before my marathon, because I'm like, I can't run with these headphones. They're gonna throw me off. So I went to the like Target or some shit. I bought some Beats, and them joints changed my life, bro. They're great. They are
Hold on.
awesome.
Did you say Beats or Apple?
So we
AirPods.
are talking about Apple. No, I don't. I don't have those. Those are those are bad. Yeah, I do not have any Apple headphones. You are right. Yeah, you know what? I'm wrong. I'm talking. I'm over here promoting the wrong product, bro. Look, I've tried to use AirPods before, and I don't like them. You're right. Like those are the
Yeah.
ones that keep falling out of my ear. At least the
Yeah.
first generation ones.
A
Yeah,
lot of
my
people swear by them though. I actually have some $30 AirPods that I love.
I don't think those are AirPods, bro.
I mean, not AirPods. You know what I
Those are
mean.
pod airs, bro. I don't know.
And them things go crazy though. I'm not gonna lie. Pod ears go crazy. All right.
Man,
So
yeah. Oh, so what? I see Beats products though, or is that not Apple?
I did not think that that was Apple. Where do you see that?
I'm just looking at some of its other home accessories, and I see Beats products as one of them. But we might need to fact check that just to make
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, got you. All right. So yeah, so those are the ways that these businesses make money. So when it comes to that, say I also wanted to hit on this because we did say that Microsoft has finally passed Apple and this just happened, right? So people may be confused because the stock price of Microsoft has pretty much always been higher than Apple, right?
Yeah.
So there's a difference between a stock price and the value of a company. The true valuation of a company is the market cap. You can get the market cap by multiplying the share price times the number of shares
Hmm.
that a company has. This gives you the total valuation of a company. So right now, Microsoft is valued at $398 a share, and Apple is valued at $191 a share. But they both have a market cap of around 2.9 trillion. Microsoft is only ahead by $2 billion in market cap currently.
Yeah. That is insane, man.
Insane.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a quick equation. Um,
It is.
Value of the stock, or sorry, price of the stock times the number of outstanding shares, or the number of shares that a company has. Um, Also, Beats was acquired by Apple in 2014, so it is an Apple product.
I did not know that. All right, so you spot on.
When I bought my Apple, it's not AirPods, but when I bought my Apple product, you feel me? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Um, but yeah, I think that's a good lesson or just a good tip for people that a lot of times people try to value a company based on the price of the share, and that's just, I mean, if you're just getting into stocks and you haven't experienced companies doing things like splits, then you're going to think that Apple is only worth 100 something dollars.
Mm.
Apple has split multiple times. Microsoft has split multiple times. Companies like Amazon was, the price of Amazon was $1,000 like a couple years ago.
It
Now it's
was
like,
$3,000 at one point.
you're right, my bad. 3,000. You're right. When we first got into it, it was like 3 racks. Or when we first got into it, it was like 1,500.
It was like 600. When it was on Loyal 3, it was like 600.
Oh, I'm
It
talking.
split.
Got into it. Well, I had jumped into it. I put some in my retirement. I bought some shares of Amazon like that. But yeah, but just saying, like the number that you see on Robinhood or the number you see on Fidelity, literally is just the current price that. It's the current share price. It is not the value of the stock. It is not. Sorry, it's not the value of the company. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So, he said something about stock split. I know everybody not might not know what that means. So, say Apple is worth $100, right? And it splits for every one share that you have, it turns into five. So now the share price will lower because it's more attractive to investors when it's a lower price. So it will go. So if it splits to five, if one share splits to five, that $100 share will become 20 because now there's five times as many shares.
Exactly. And you'll receive 5 shares.
Right.
So your 1 share of Apple will turn into 5 shares, and each of those 5 shares will be priced at $20. So if you do the math, it's relatively no difference, but
There
visually,
is no difference.
right?
There
But
is no.
visually, people see, oh, Apple's not $100 anymore; it's $20. I can buy it now. And
Yeah.
that is a reason. One of the reasons why companies split is because the price becomes unattainable for some investors. So they split the stock, spread out 1 share, make it multiple, and then it also increases outstanding shares. And I'm not sure about the benefits of that, but there might be more to it than just visually lowering the price. You know what I mean?
Uh,
Maybe.
to, yeah, to my knowledge, it's the same, and it just makes it more attractive to customers.
Mm.
And the thing is, like, even when it's a high value, I feel like it's not unattainable because I feel like people feel like they have to have a share. It's like, oh, I gotta have one share, but it's okay to have partial shares.
But partial shares isn't. That's something kind of new. People couldn't just buy zero point 0.5 of a share of Amazon
I feel
back
like
in the.
I
You
feel
know.
like it feels new because we were in that era where we couldn't do that. But I feel like it's been like that for at least 5 years now.
Oh yeah, I'm counting 5 years as new.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But when we first got on Fidelity, there were no fractional shares on Fidelity.
Right.
There were no fractional shares on Robinhood. And Robinhood was like the new kid on the block. Or was no, there weren't any.
Robinhood was new. Robinhood
Yeah,
was
but
new when we first started.
yeah,
Yeah.
but the thing is, when we first started, we were buying fractional shares. But the way they did it was very weird. It was not like how how I think it is as easy as buying it on Fidelity. Before we would have to like put in a certain amount, and it doesn't go through until you
I
know what I
remember
mean.
that. Man, it used to buy into it like it was a mutual fund or something. When you
Yeah.
put the money in, it didn't buy it right then and there. So you had to, man, yeah, that was wild, man. I
What I
forgot
think
about
they were
those.
doing was they were taking money from individual people and buying full shares, but they were making sure
Mm,
people got the money that they put in back out, like their percentage. I don't
right.
think they were actually buying fractional shares. I think that they were purchasing full shares using money from multiple people. That's why you had to wait until like you couldn't just buy it immediately. You had
Yeah.
to wait until all right, end of the day. Let's look at how much money we have. Okay, this is $700. These cost 400. We could buy one of these. We're gonna hold the next 300 for the next share. You know what I mean? Like something like that. I don't know the exact way, but that makes sense to me as to why they had to wait to
That would make
purchase
sense.
before the end of the day. So,
And
but yeah, to your point, previously there was no fractional shares. People couldn't buy half of a share of Apple. So splitting a stock became extremely attractive to a lot of people who wanted to buy into this company but couldn't because they literally didn't have the money to do it. You can't buy a stock with a credit card. You feel me? You have to have the cash. Or like, there are margin accounts, but that could be dangerous. So be careful with those. But yeah, now you can buy fractional shares, but everyone doesn't do it, or they, like you said, they want that 1 share. So when the stock splits, they still see it as something attractive, and want to get into it.
right.
Yep.
and another thing that I love about these companies are that they pay dividends. A lot of growth
Mhm.
stocks do not pay dividends. These are growth stocks that actually do.
Yeah,
And
just like Ford, bro. Just like Ford, bro. Come on, growth stock that pay dividends. That's what we're talking about,
but
right?
so of course my favorite way to purchase a dividend stock is to purchase dividend stocks that actually grow. You see what I'm saying? Over time, I like to see a great track record. And Ford does not do that for me. Ford does not have that track record that I love to see. If I look at Ford's chart, I'm turned off by it.
Hmm.
But if I look at Apple or Microsoft, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Nah,
Apple
go ahead.
Apple actually gives 0.50 percent in dividends. So whatever you're invested in it, it'll give you 0.50 over the year. So if you put in $100, you'll get 50 cents a year. Of course, you get what you what you get out determines what you put in. No, what you put in determines what you get out.
Right.
Right. So and Microsoft gives you 0.75. So Microsoft actually gives you more in dividends than Apple. So for every one share, no, this is percentage. So yeah, as I said, whatever you put in, it'll give you 0.50 for the year for Apple, 0.75 for the year in Microsoft. And they'll pay you um 4 times a year. So those four
Hmm.
payments will equal out to these percentages.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, like you said, dividend stocks are a great way to make money. Um, but in reality, dividend stocks that decrease in value don't really make sense, right? Like you're losing money on the value of the stock. So the dividend is either not going to make up for that, or you could have put your money in something better that's going to grow and give you money on dividends. So like the growth dividend stocks are king when it comes to dividend stocks. People think like quantity matters, and I'm kind of like one of those because I do own Ford. It is like $10, but the reality is Ford is not a mover. It is just it's just one of those things that I've been investing in for years, and every little bit I just put into Ford. I imagine it could do things in the future. That's partially why I am invested in it
Yeah.
because we keep hearing a lot of news about Ford doing all these things, but we'll see. Um,
You know what? I'm gonna do something for you. I'm gonna compare the Ford stock to Apple and Microsoft. Okay, you guys. All right. So Ford over the past 5 years, Ford has gone up 26%. This is severely lower than the S&P 500. Now let's go to Apple. Matter of fact, let's go to Microsoft next. Microsoft has gone up 272% over the next 5 years. Apple has gone over up 385% over the past 5 years. So yes, Ford has great dividends, but do those dividends equate to the excessive gains that Apple and Microsoft have had, or even Amazon or Google? No, it
yeah,
doesn't. So this is the reason why I'm not a fan of Ford.
makes sense, bro.
Because, yeah, I just don't. I don't feel like I don't feel like dividends supersede growth. But yeah.
Yeah, that's real. Yeah, maybe I need to change my tactics, bro. I don't know. I've been talking about Ford for like 2 years, man.
Um,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, well, yeah, yeah.
I think I got all the information that I needed out. What about you?
No, it was good. I think we delivered what we needed to. Trying to make sure that we didn't go over any words or key terms that needed to be defined. I think we hit them all, bro.
I think we did too. You mind telling
Yeah,
them where they can find us?
absolutely. So you can find us on Instagram, Investors Playbook LLC. You can find us online, www.investorsplaybookllc.com. And pretty much on that website, you can find everything. We have the path to our Spotify, our Apple Music, our YouTube, our book on Amazon. Everything is going to be on our website, right? So if you want to just find us, investorsplaybookllc.com. But again, social, Instagram, Investor Playbook LLC. But that's it, man. Oh, and also Mighty Networks. If you don't have the platform, you can search Mighty Networks Investors Playbook. If you do have the platform, just search for Investors Playbook. You also find the link online as well. So
And you can
yeah,
find everything on our website, anything that you need, www.investorsplaybookllc.com. As Ashan said, if you want to find the community, just go to join our community. If you want to go to any of our socials, just click on Just click on the little hamburger. What do you call it? The little drop
Hamburger.
down
Yeah,
menu.
that's it. The hamburger, bro.
Drop
The
down
three
menu.
lines. The three lines.
Yeah, click on any social that you want to connect with us on. We're on all platforms. So we'll see you there.
All right, man. Cool. Another one in the books, bro.
Another one in the books. Appreciate y'all.
21. We out. Appreciate y'all.